bill of The Rescue and the Romans. First up, The Rescue. This two-story episode revolves around the insanely overly emotional Vicky. With the departure of Susan at the end of the Dalek invasion of Earth, which was the previous story, the creators felt that the elderly doctor and the two overly parental characters of the two teachers, Ian and Barbara, were not going to connect with the children in the audience. So they decided to bring in a complete and utter brat. On the planet Dido... But I will go down. Shut up! A crashed Earth ship with only two survivors, Vicky and the crippled Bennett, are being menaced by Quillen, who proves just how much of a dick he is when he pushes Barbara off of a cliff and seals the Doctor and Ian inside of a cave. Vicky proves how much of a whining bitch she is when Barbara accidentally kills her pet crocodile, at which point they are reunited with the Doctor and Ian. After a grandfatherly chat with Vicky, the Doctor goes to see Bennett, only to find nothing there except a surveillance system and a hidden door which leads to a chamber in the city which the spaceship crashed on. The Doctor unmasks Quillen, finds out, it's Bennett, who confesses to be a murdering douchebag, and while fighting the Doctor is attacked and killed by a pair of Dodidians. So the Doctor has returned to the TARDIS, has a quick chat with Vicky. She decides to tag along. Let's face it, The Rescue, although a mildly entertaining hour of TV, was really just a staging post to launch the new companion Vicky, who proves to be slightly less irritating than Susan, but not anywhere near as interesting. In The Romans, the TARDIS crew have spent a month in 1st century Italy after the Doctor badly parked the TARDIS on a cliff face. This is why you don't let your grandfather drive. The Doctor takes Vicky to Rome under the guise of a musician and very quickly gets involved in the plot against the Emperor Nero's life. Ian and Barbara, left behind in the villa, soon find themselves captured by slavers. Barbara ends up being sold off to Nero's palace. Ian finds himself on a ship which gets wrecked only to escape and be picked up by the soldiers and put up into a gladiator school and escapes again. Eventually Barbara and Ian meet up at the palace and escape together. They make their way all the way back to the villa and lounge around until Vicky and the Doctor show up. Both sides of the crew, completely unaware of the adventure they've just had, toddle off back to the TARDIS. The Romans is an amusing story and a complete departure from a lot of the historicals like Marco Polo, which did their best to be educational about their historicals. In this case, the Roman backdrop is just that. It's just a setting for an amusing story. It's certainly a change of pace for the series and is, as I say, quite amusing.